Thank you. I'd like to thank Paul, Tonal Productions. He put that together for us, and we send that to every one of our customers that we do a proposal for, or prospective customers that we do a proposal for. We like to give them an idea of who they will make a decision to get into business with and to take care of their home. As Eddie mentioned, before I became owner of a painting company, I was in healthcare for 28 years. Started in hospital business and then ran large orthopedic centers that had MRIs, surgery centers, all of the one-stop shop philosophy that we had. Very rewarding career financially, prestige-wise, even proud of the facilities, the technology that we offered patients. Come in one stop and you can get everything done orthopedic-wise. But along with that also came the stress on your health, on relationships, just running a large organization. Also, several bosses when you answer to a board that have different agendas and pull you many different ways. This scripture is probably the foundation of my work ethic from childhood, to remember who I'm doing the work for regardless of how menial the task may be or how important you may be. I think that the difficulty when I was in the job field in a career is, like I said, answering to different bosses, different managers, also even coworkers. They all have their own agendas, and you can't always remember the foundation of your work ethic and why you're doing what you're doing. And that's the reason we started looking for a business that we could own and put our mark on. Why CertaPro painters over any other painting company? I think the number one structure and the reason we went into business for ourselves is accountability. And realistically, that's doing the right thing for our customers each and every time. So basically, the way I look at it, it's the long term versus the short term when I'm dealing with my customers. The long term is, are they going to be a customer for life, and what can I do to make that happen? Versus a short term contractor mentality of, let's finish the project and get paid and walk away. For instance, an example is we did not do well on a home last year, and the customer was very upset about how it looked, the results on an exterior of her home. She'd spent a lot of time choosing us and vetting us out and thought that we would do it, and one of my crews did not. And we did everything to try to make her happy, and we couldn't. I scratched the whole thing, brought in a brand new crew, repainted her house from scratch to finish at no cost to her to make it right. And that's the core of doing the right thing for a customer. Transparency. I don't expect you guys to read that, but what I want you to see is the size of the proposals. They're 3 pages long, the details of an exterior proposal. Transparency is when I give that to any of my customers, they know the type of paint they're getting, they know the product they're getting, they know how it will be applied, they know the prep work that will be done. In addition, I take photos and label them, and they become part of that document that are emailed to our customers, so they have a record of the prep work that we said would be done. So transparency. This is an interior proposal. Again, every room is listed. So the color's listed, the type of paint that's going, and the location. That's all confirmed by the customer before the project starts. Skills, another reason that CertaPro painters should be chosen. As the video said, all of our crews are with us full time. We do not go out and find people on the corner to do a job once we land a job. We know the quality of the work. We know the pride they take in their work. They have a lot of experience. And the other thing is when you deal with our company, the buck stops here. I'm in your house at first when you meet me doing the proposal, and at the end, if there's any issues, taking care of those issues to make it right. Professionalism, again, my guys come in, they're wearing CertaPro shirts, they're quiet, they're professional, especially when they're doing an interior, and that's very important because we're invading someone's home and their daily lives. And to take care of their property just as it's our own is highly important when we're doing these projects. We take pride in cleaning. We want the place to look as good as, and a lot of times better when we leave than it was when we showed up. And the last thing is we stand behind our work. So if we miss something or you find it later after we've left, we always come back and make it right. The results for running a business and having a core foundation of the customer's always right and doing what's right was basically when I joined BNI in 2015 and did my gains worksheet after my mentor moment, wherever Mike's at. And And the first thing I put up as a goal when I had my first one-to-one with Adrian was to take this business to over $1 million in gross sales in 3 years, in 2017. And this is the award that we got. We reached the Franchise $1 Million Club in 2017 and took the business, thank you. We took the business from $350,000 when we first bought it up to over $1 million in that time period. So, and I think it's all based on doing what's right for the customer, no matter what. Great referrals for us, homeowners, just keep that in mind. That's our bread and butter. We love taking care of people's homes. It's their largest asset. We love to see them happy when it looks new and fresh and better, turns out better than they even expected. And most people put off painting for years because they don't want the hassle, but they love the results. But we also do commercial work, so residential apartment property managers, HOA managed communities like Desert Mountain, they're responsible for 106 exteriors of homes in their community. We did 106 of those homes last summer, so we can handle those projects. But remember, homeowners, your friends, your neighbors, that's what we really are good at and can take care of. So thank you for your time, and my hot seat testimonials, Adrian Hart and Russ Herman.